The Oyster Bar in downtown St. Pete is known for its freshness and wide variety of oysters. But you know what? There is so much more, in fact. So to highlight their tasty menu, which features seafood, steaks, and yes, even more oysters too.
That's right. And you can't smell through the television right now, but Garrett Clayton, Rob, our chef, he's going to cook up a classic. Actually, this is surf and turf oysters that he's going to do. We've also got Josh Cameron, owner of the Oyster Bar, is here with us as well. And we can't wait. I'm telling you, these smells, I smell the garlic. I feel like a vulture right now. I just want to dive in. But what are you going to prepare for us?
We're going to be doing the surf and turf oyster today. So it's just got a garlic butter, a blue cheese fondue, and a shaved ribeye that we do.
Yum.
And once it's baked, it comes out and gets topped with some chives. We have the finished product right here.
You know what? I gotta tell you, I feel like we can go to school. I have so many different questions, and I feel like you are the guy who knows everything there is to know about oysters. You said when you saw the bar, you were like, "This is where I need to be." How many have you served those? You were thinking?
Shoot, in my
the different
tenure
types?
at the Oyster Bar, I've probably had my hands on over 200 different types of oysters.
Yeah, 200. Didn't even know there was 200 types of oysters.
We saw you looking at all the different shells, and you're like, "Oh, this is a West Coast. Oh, this is like you just know by their shell."
Correct. Yep. West Coast is a wavy shell, so these little waves on the shell kind of give it away to being a West Coast oyster.
Okay, let's talk about all these beautiful dishes you have.
No,
Natalie said it. You do more than just oysters.
Right. And you made sure of it.
Well, it's one of those things, you know, you typically eat your own food every day, and there's, you know, you just got to dance outside the seafood range, especially outside the oyster range. And so some of the dishes that I used to always eat, like no tomorrow back home, is like a good old steak, you know, a hearty pork chop.
There you go.
It's just crazy when people come into a seafood restaurant and say, "My best steak in town comes from a seafood restaurant."
Hey, and you know what? It shows there's something for everybody.
No,
right?
absolutely.
Okay, I want to hear about the history of Oysters Rockefeller, but we can also take a peek here and watch what Chef is doing. He's just blobbing the what is
a little
this?
garlic butter on there.
Blobbing it on there, the garlic butter.
Yeah. Sure.
I'll take a spoonful of that if you don't mind.
Yeah, right.
So obviously, Oysters Rock is like, you know, the pinnacle when it comes to like a baked oyster. And so came about back in the late 1800s in Louisiana when there was actually a snail shortage. And so a fun thing to sort of switch it out with was with an oyster. And so it basically, you know, kept a lot of those sort of like French classics. And then the name actually derived from back then as Rockefeller himself being such a rich character and wealthy rich, that this dish was claimed to be more rich than Rockefeller. And
That's the name. I didn't know that. I didn't know the story.
Yeah. So it's definitely a fun one. And then for all those at home, you know, you can make it with like Pernod and really give it that sort of extra hit, bit of a sneaky bit of alcohol in there too.
You know, the whole thing with oysters, I mean, we've all heard the rumor, they're reputed to be, you know, sort of an aphrodisiac, and I was going to ask you if that was true, and then I saw when I was reading about you.
I do have 4 kids.
When I was reading about what you do, you actually have an aphrodisiac hour.
It's a twist on a happy hour. Different take on a happy hour.
No, absolutely. When you're going to open the doors, you might as well come open the doors hot. So every day, poor Garrett's like shucking like an hour in advance just because he knows when those doors open, he's going to get hit. And I mean, every happy hour, like aphrodisiac hour, I mean, we're talking about multiple dozens of oysters just flying out like one after the other.
Perfect. And you brought up the whole shucking thing. I was going to say Roxanne. I was going to say I want to put Roxanne.
Honestly, I wouldn't let somebody else shuck just because it's one of those things you end up cutting yourself.
You were trying to set me up.
Wait a second. Now we're seeing how you guys are more Aussie pranksters.
I thought you were very resourceful. I thought you could nail it. That's all on the wrist.
Thank
That's
you.
all on the
Thank
wrist.
you.
I think you got it down.
By the way, he was showing me the cuts on his hand before the gloves got on, so I will say you've learned from experience.
Correct.
Watch this. Okay, so smooth, so smooth. And hey, it's safe to eat them because it's November. Or is that just a myth as well?
Oh, good point.
Honestly, nowadays with the farming techniques that they have, there's not really a downtime for oysters, honestly.
Oh, okay.
Especially like we don't carry anything out of the Gulf, so everything that we have, our house oysters are out of James River, Virginia, so it's a little bit colder weather. And just like I said, the farming techniques have come so far from what they used to be. And oysters just have a year-round pretty much presence in the restaurant industry.
That's awesome.
I feel like you guys are the experts. My goodness, look at these display here. We're out of time. We want to make sure and share where everybody can go and have fun as well, like we just did. The Oyster Bar. There's the information. We didn't even get to dive into the cocktails.
Hey,
we got to get to that.
We're thirsty down there.
That's what commercial breaks are for.
Oh,
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.